Hey, okay, I thought I was away from the camera, but I guess not. But anyway, here is my little bunny. So I'm wearing it to bring you guys a little smile on your head. So I am a little blue bunny. So hi everyone. Um, if you're new here, welcome. If you're my previous subscribers, if you're watching this on Facebook or whatever other social media platform, welcome. I love you guys. This is being live streamed March 16th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am 4 minutes late, but that's still on target. So for today's video, I was like, well, I don't know what to do today. So like, you know what? Let me just do like a political ask yourself question so you guys will be able to ask me questions. It will only be up until 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we have 30 minutes to get as many questions in as possible. Again, if you feel like the video is too fast, you do have this option on mobile to slow down the video to your liking or preference. All right, so let's jump into this. I have a deaf accent. I may have a hard time pronouncing certain words throughout the video. If you have a hard time fully understanding me, please consider using closed captions as your guide. Now, sometimes closed caption does take a little bit to process, but once it does, use it to your advantage. All right, disclaimer. All information I give during this recording is simply my intuition, my understanding, and downloading information from the higher power. Please also keep in mind that this is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. Please know that when I read tarot, my intuition is what gives the cards its meaning and not Google. Before I do any readings I have an opinion about, I always tell viewers before I read. All right, so I've been having this brand new idea. It's a meditation challenge. It's almost like remote viewing, except, like those meditation where I send you guys to like like a different timeline or like a certain timeline, potential future outcome, like the impeachment trial. And I haven't had a lot of success with it, at least for a lot of people, because nobody really had done it. And so it's like, you know what? Why don't I just take that idea that I did and do it for myself, and then I report to you guys, just telling you what I saw in that remote viewing, that potential outcome that we could actually be witnessing. So if you're, of course, interested and you do like that idea, definitely comment below, like the video as well. I was told by one of my moderators and also one of my subscribers that YouTube has been implementing a brand new protocol where they're clearing out subscribers and people who have accounts that they no longer use. So if you have a brand new account or you're using an account now that's very old, but you haven't been liking, commenting, or sharing, just keep in mind that you may start flying under YouTube. You might be on YouTube radar. So definitely consider either think a job or whatnot, just to make sure that your account is fine as well. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I show some sort of engagement so the algorithm doesn't think that you are a bot, because they are removing people. So just so you guys are of course aware. All right, so at the end of the video, we have an angelic reading and 2 Easter egg messages at the end of the video. So definitely stay tuned. This message is specifically for you by the divine. All right, so let's do some tarot. All right, we're going to take the questions specifically from the live chat. So hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you, moderators. I love you guys. All right, so I'm going to try to go for my question first, which is very little, and then we'll do all your questions. You have 30 minutes, okay? All right, so Andrew Yang, Mayor Bed. Before we do this, I just want you to close your eyes and then just breathe in the energy of the crystal that I have in my hand. What crystal is it? What's the color? What are you feeling from the crystal? I'll give you a moment. I'm about to reveal it. If you feel like you're not ready just yet, pause the video. It's a rose quartz. If you got that right, your intuition good. If you have not, that just means to work on your intuition. Okay, guys? All right, so Andrew Yang. Let's talk about Andrew Yang. He is running for New York City mayor. Well, sadly, he's not the mayor of my county, because I'm like one county over. All right, so I'm Andrew Yang. Spirit and Angel, tell me about Andrew Yang, Mayor Bed. Will he become the new mayor? Okay. Will he become the new mayor of New York City? Now, remember, it's actually quite common if you look at it, like in terms of New York City's mayors, it's actually been quite Republican, which means the whole state could have been Republican, but it's not. It's heavily blue, but the city is showing signs of going to the right. But anyway, we do have here the Empress reverse. We do have the Fool. Okay. We're looking at Andrew Yang. Like, oh, you guys can't even see the cards. I'm sorry. There you go. All right. So we have here. We have the progressive wing of it. The problem is that a lot of these people aren't more likely. They're not very reliable in terms of voting, right? We do have here, he's extremely popular in New York. He is extremely popular across the country. He has a higher approval rating than Joe Biden, right? We have here as well as we have, there are a lot of people upset the socialism message, and I feel like it's all about racism here. And by the reason why I mentioned racism is because of his nationality. So I do feel like people are going to start tying him to, and I don't please don't hold me to this, but I'm telling you what the cards are telling me, that they may start tying him as a socialist from China. Okay? So he will get some sort of judgment, and it's going to actually rile up the Republican base so much so that he may actually not be able to win, because we do have here an upset, the tower. There's an upset. Now, this could mean a few things. It could mean that he pulled it off and called a big upset as a third-party candidate, or that the Republicans win when not expected. So it's kind of like, really at this point, it's the socialism message, and he kind of have to make the socialism not a dirty word. So honestly, I really want to see Andrew Yang win, but as of right now, what the cards are telling me, it's not quite there. All right. Hello, everyone who just came in. All right, so let's talk about Gavin Newsom recall efforts. So if you guys don't know, this is not it's not across the entire country where this is allowed, which is like why New York cannot recall Governor Cuomo, but they can do Governor Gavin Newsom from California. This was, excuse me, this was initiated in the 1913s, I think. And recently, in 2003, they recalled their own governor. The problem with this is, but Gavin Newsom recall effort, that it was actually going to be on the bill, and the chances of him being replaced by a Republican is slim to none. However, him being replaced by another Democrat is a lot more likely than not. So let's take a look at his recall efforts. Right now, Gavin Newsom is saying that the Republicans are trying to remove him from power. So let's just kind of take a look at an overall view of what's happening. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit Angels will tell me what is happening with Gavin Newsom's recall efforts. Oh, okay. All right. All right, so this is what I got from my guys. So my guys are telling me a little bit different. Now, please keep in mind that this is just for entertainment purposes only. Right. Well, New York City is actually trending to the right, whereas my county, which is actually Trump County, trended very much to the left. So we actually improved our margin. We cut the 10% that Trump had, and we brought it so close. He only won my county by only 200 votes. We do have here for entertainment purposes only. So what I got from my guys was that Gavin Newsom was trying to be removed by the Republican Party, because they figured that Dianne Feinstein is actually retiring, and so if they get a Republican governor in there, they can replace her with a Republican senator. And so this is the way the Republicans know that they're going to try to do it. But I'm also got from this at the same time that they're trying to stop people from voting in the state of California by limiting them from being able to vote. And so that is one of the Republican strategies. Now, if you look at the 2022 midterm election, there are only 5 senators who already announced that they are retiring. When you retire, that is spelling really bad news for the Republican Party in 2022. Could it mean that, what to call it? It basically means that the Republicans or the senators, they always retire when they know that they're going to lose, or they're showing signs of potential loss. So they rather make the decision when they're going to leave rather than the voters. And so this is normally a big sign that the Republicans are not doing as well as they anticipated, which means that we may very well see a blue wave, which is exactly what I may be seeing as well. But again, we have to kind of see the popularity of Biden. Like I said, for the longest time ever, that Biden is going to be one of the most popular presidents in United States history. What we do have here, as well as we have for Gavin Newsom, is that they are trying to kick him out. Right? Look, they're trying to kick him out. they're saying that Gavin Newsom shouldn't be in office. And here we have, we have the Republican Party, the Republican advantage. They feel like this is one extra seat for the Senate seat from California, right? And we have here, a lot of you guys know who have been with me, and if you're new here, this is my Republican Party card, which is exactly what my guys just told me, that this was literally California trying to take, the Republicans in California trying to add an extra Republican seat from the state of California. We do have here, though, I feel like if Gavin Newsom were to be replaced, he will be replaced with a Democratic woman, like a woman who is Democratic, potentially a minority. I'm seeing Native American, potentially Latino, or a mix of like Latino and Black and Native American, could be all three as well. I do see here this person does have a lot of influence and a lot of big pull on the state of California. However, the question is that there's going to be too many candidates and they may not be able to decide. Remember, Arnold Schwarzenegger won the recall office by 55% in 2003 when he became governor, or 2004. But the same thing applies here, that when there's too many potential candidates, even a Republican can win the state of California if none of them really agree. Right, but we will. It does look like Gavin Newsom will actually end up being recalled. He'll probably be the second governor in this century to be recalled, and it will look like it will be successful. All right, it's not a surprise that it would be successful in the first place. But guys, if you are interested, of course, and before I do forget, check out my community page if you have not voted. And it is about being notified. I don't care about whether or not you watch my videos, but I want you guys to be able to have the opportunity to go check the videos out, of course, with your own free choice of will. So if you see on here, this is in my community page. Don't forget to vote. I'm just asking you guys if you would like me to potentially invest in a mailing service where I will mail you updates every week, potential events where I'm going live, and other videos that you may have missed. So, of course, if you're interested, just do make your note on that. If you hear the dog in the background, that is my dog barking. Okay, so where's Mike Pence? Where is Mike Pence, Spirit Singers? So tell me. Where is Mike Pence? Okay, so he is certainly hiding, and he's in a Republican state. So if you want to find Mike Pence, it's like finding Waldo, right? Next up is Mike Pence. So we have here, he was the head of the government in some degree. He was the vice president. He was the second highest important job in the country. We have here, he's out of the Senate. He used to be in the Senate. He's no longer in the Senate. He's no longer the president of the Senate. And we do have here in the right side, the president. He is right now in a red state, but he'll end up going to a blue state. I see California, so he might be eyeing to move to California or something like that. Yeah, potentially my dog did find Mike Pence. Now, I don't know why he's barking like this, but yeah. All right, so let's do the next question. This is about Lara Trump, okay? Now, Lara Trump, I don't know what one she's married to. There's too many Trump now. But, Lara Trump is eyeing for a bid for the Senate in North Carolina with Richard Burr retiring. So let's just see how she's going to do in North Carolina as the potential senator. Like, we didn't have enough Trump already. Okay. Spirit and Angels, tell me about Lara Trump. Will she be running for the Senate in North Carolina? Will she win her Senate seat in North Carolina? Can you give me an outcome? Okay. All right, stop. What we have here for Lara Trump for running in North Carolina, we have here, she's not walking away, and this is her little stepdaddy, right? Former Pred's stepdaddy. We have here, he sold the election when he tried to, right? This is voter suppression. What we have here right now is we have Richard Burr, a Republican, right? I think he's a millionaire. I could be wrong. We do have here, she is going to win the primary. Lara Trump is most likely going to win the primary, but with the Trump ticket on the name, people may not want someone to represent them for another 6 years. So we do have here, right after she wins the primary, like her political future to stop there. Like there's no going forward. You see the torch is not moving. She has this primary. She has the nomination, but she doesn't know how to go forward. And we do have here in the Queen of Wands. This is reversed. This is the woman, right? She's not going to get the seat. So no, I don't see Lara Trump winning in the Senate seat in North Carolina. All right, so let's take a look at Ivanka Trump in Florida. She is, I think, either eyeing for the governorship in Florida or she's eyeing for the Senate bid in Florida. I don't know what exactly what, but we'll do both. Right? Like I said, we don't have enough Trumps already. They're taking over the United States, basically. Like, we should deport them. All right, so Spirits and Angels tell me. All right, so Spirits and Angels tell me Ivanka Trump in Florida. What is she doing? What's her political career? All right, can I please speak, please? Thank you. All right, so what is Ivanka Trump's political future in Florida? What is her political future in Florida, Spirits and Angels? Tell me. Okay, so we have this card coming right out. What is her political future? Okay. Anything else that we need to know? I just love how they just fly out and just land exactly where they need to go. That's kind of funny, right? All right, so we have here, her daddy was in the White House, right? Her little daddy, right? It feels so weird, but maybe I should call her her boyfriend because, you know, what Trump comment. But anyway, we do have here the Page of Wands, right? We do have here, she's looking at this new opportunity, this new advancement to have her own political career, the life of what her daddy gave her, right? And we have here in the future as well as we have the thing is the government may tie her up. Like she may have no choice whether it could mean that the government may hit her on investigation. They may be opening up investigation into why she might be running for Florida, or we may have here as well as we have it will be like a almost like a tipping point state, but it's not going to be as competitive. The problem is it's Trump based. She's going to need to be able to tell the Trump GOP, vote for Trump's daughter, vote for his girlfriend, right? And we have here, will she most likely win? She may actually potentially win because of Trump poll within the state of Florida. So the question remains is, how heavily red or how heavily supportive of the former president is Florida will determine whether or not Ivanka will win her seat. So if you live in Florida, I feel bad for you, honey, because her boyfriend, he's staying exactly in the same state as her. All right, so let's look at the next question. All right, so Julie M. Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, will he be replaced? Well, I think he said he's retiring, but could not be. I don't know. Let's take a look. If he retires, then yeah, his Senate seat is up in 2022. So, like I said, if he retired, that means warning signs for the GOP. There might just be one Democrat retiring, which is a really good thing. All right. So, Spirits Angels telling me about Ron Johnson from Wisconsin, Senator Ron Johnson. Will he retire? Will Ron Johnson retire? Okay. Yes. Okay, so Ron Johnson, he's leaving. He's going to retire. You may potentially see an announcement within the next year or so, or this year, or the next couple of months. He is going to retire. And the state of Wisconsin, he's going to elect the Democratic senator. So his seat is going to go to a Democrat. So Wisconsin is going to be replaced with a Democratic senator in the 2022 midterm. So you can add that to the seat list for the Democrats. All right. All right, let's look at the next question. Will the Senate gain Democrat seats in the 2022 midterm election? So let's take a look. You know, guys, if you really think about it, any senator that's named Johnson is pretty much a dick, you know? Partly because of the last name, but also because they're most likely Confederates. I mean, look at the two last Johnson, right? All right. Besides LGBTJ, but I mean, his comment on the voting wasn't really exactly too kind. But yeah, anyway. Will the Senate gain Democratic seats in the 2022 midterm? What do we need to know? How many seats would the Democrats gain? Now, remember, they need 50 Senate seats to win control. Republicans need 51. How many Senate seats will they gain? How many Senate seats would they gain? Guys, try to be kind of a little bit nicer, a little bit about other people because you're going to get picked up by YouTube. Will the Senate gain Democratic seats in the 2022 midterm? How many seats from both parties? Now remember, the particularly if the number is reversed, that means that's how many seats they lose. If the color, right now we're acting like Democrats, right? So let's just see. Let's take a look. Spirits and answers tell me. What about the Republicans? How many Republicans are going to lose their Senate seats or gain in the 2022 midterm? Can you tell me, or are you just going to keep making me shuffle like I'm exercising? Okay. All right, so this is hard. This is actually weird. Weird. Okay, so we have here. This is really strange, right? Happy belated birthday to the person who birthday is, so happy birthday. What we have here for the Republican Party, because we have the Libertarian, right? And we also have the Republicans, right? They're both upright. Was telling me that the Republicans gained 6 seats. But so did the Democrats. The Democrats here flipped 6 seats. They flipped 6 seats, making it almost like a 50-50 tie again. Like it's almost exactly just that. Or it could mean that the Democrats flipped 6 seats from the Republicans, but they gained 0. So, like, it looks like right now Kamala Harris would be the tiebreaker, but let me just kind of get like an idea. Whoever is the higher number than the other party is the party that's going to stay in power. All right, Spears and Angel, tell me, give me the highest number from the Republican Party's number that you're going to give me for who's going to win the Senate. So the Democratic Party, give me a number. 1 card, please. Or give me how many cards and I'll just add them up. I don't do math. All right, Spirits and Angel Tommy, give me a number for the Democratic Senate, for the Democrats, for winning the midterms, or winning the Senate in the midterms, 2022. Give me a number. Okay. So that's not a number, but it's red for the Democrats, which tells me that it looks like it's not going to go to the Republicans. But let's just keep going until it's blue. So we have 3, but it's reverse. This is the reverse 3, which told me keep going. Reverse 2, 0, plus 4. That's not a card. I'm still going till it's upright. All right, so with the first card that we have, we have 1 and 8 reverse, right? So we're going to keep going. How many of these are reversed? Jesus. Okay. Finally, we got 7. All right, so the number is 7 for them. So for the Democrats, their number is 7. Let's see what Republicans' number get until it's upright. So for the Republican Party in the 2022 midterms, how likely are they going to win the Senate in the 2022 midterm? It either has to be higher than 7 for the Democrats, or they lose the Senate in the 2022 midterm. What do we need to know? Give me a number. 1 card, please. Or until I get one that's upright. Okay. 2. That's blue because it's the Libertarian, right? You have blue, which is the Libertarian Party, but I consider the Democrats. You have blue again. 4, 8, flip, 8. Okay. So, as of right now, the Republicans win the Senate. As of right now, 51-49. Yeah, I think so, right? No, 48. 48 Democrats, 51 Republicans. So as of right now, that is how it's playing out. So the Republicans will narrowly gain the Senate. Narrowly. But then again, the first stat says Democrat, the second part says Republican. There may be something going on there as well. We'll take a further look at this in the future. All right. Mitch McConnell. Anything new? Let's just get an idea on him. Spears and Angel, tell me about Mitch McConnell. Is there anything new on Mitch McConnell? What do we need to know about Mitch McConnell? There's something happening with Mitch McConnell very soon. I'm gonna do a Miss McConnell health check video for the next video. What we have here, he stole his last election seat or Senate race. All right. We have here right now, he's experiencing health issues, health problems. I don't know what's happening with him, but I think he fell or something. But we do have here, in the future, we do have here him leaving. He's going to the hospital for something. He's going to be treated potentially for COVID, which is actually ironic, but not too much of a surprise. What we have here as well is we have, he's not going to be able to have enough money or enough votes to be able to keep him in, so he may actually have the 25th used against him for his ignorance or something. So there is something here that he may be removed from power because of something. Potentially he's dealing with Mike Pence or the January 6th. There might be a tie to all that, or him being the Senate majority. He maybe potentially may have known about it happening and didn't do anything, or he was maybe the one who said don't send in like the National Guard or something like that. Okay. Oh, right. So we just lost everyone's question, so Julia lost the rest of your question, but let's just take a look at this. Well, Indiana ever turned blue, so let's just kind of get an idea. I mean, it turned blue in 2008 under Barack Obama, so remember, Indiana is not too far off. It has turned blue within less than 2 presidential cycles. All right, so Spirits and Angels, tell me what the state of Indiana, in the state of Indiana, with 11 electoral votes, will it ever go Democrat again? Okay, so if Biden won again for the president, right? If Biden won for the presidency in the 2024 midterms, presidential election, we have Biden here, but he doesn't have Kamala Harris on the ticket. If he does not have Kamala Harris on the ticket, the state will now become competitive. Indiana will become competitive if Kamala Harris is not on Joe Biden's ticket. However, it won't be a big loss. He may lose the state narrowly by two points, or he may actually win that state by 2 points. We may also have here, as well as we do have the world, and then people who voted out in Indiana, at least the Republicans, right? Now, please keep in mind, this may not apply to all Republicans in the state of Indiana, but a lot of them do not want Kamala Harris as president. So that's what I'm getting from that. Indiana's can go blue. There's a potential chance as long as Biden is on the ticket and not Kamala Harris. Now, please also note that that is just what the cards are telling me. Okay. All right, so Taiwan, hey, Chris, will voter suppression efforts be successful? All right, let's Spirits and Angels. I'm going to add that into 2022 midterms. Spirits and Angels, will voter suppression be successful? Will they be able to suppress the vote? Okay. No. No, they will not be able to. Oops, sorry. You're welcome. I just lost the question. Hold on. There you go. All right. So we have here, they've done it before, and this is a Jim Crow law, right? Jim Crow in the past. However, we have here the Republican Party knows they're losing voters. People are losing. People are leaving. They don't want to be a part of the Republican Party. Look how dry it is. It's on dry land. It's dry. That's what the Republican Party is. They're trying to hold people from voting. They're trying to prevent them with voter ID laws and stuff like this. However, they're afraid that the voters are going to make a judgment and remove them from office. And rightfully so. That's what voting is. It's a democracy. The United States is a flawed democracy by all standards. So we do have here as well, there's going to be judgment with the voters by the Democrats. The Democrats are going to judge the Republicans for doing this. However, this is also the Republicans running towards the Voter Suppression and Voting Rights Act. So we do have here, again, the Republican Party, right? They're right next to it. They're going to try to stop the People's Act or the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. However, it's going to push through the Senate. It's going to pass the filibuster. Like I said, the filibuster is going to be removed, and the People's Act will be enacted. And I even said that in December, way before it became a major issue. We have here, it will be decided by a not a small amount, but by a decent amount. So it does appear as if this is a likely possibility, right? This is not a political question. Meghan Markle is not political, but definitely keep out for my community page. I will be doing a few royal readings and videos, so definitely check out and just drop your questions there when you see it on my community page. All right, so a lot of your questions are being removed by YouTube. I mean, because it's going up, so it's disappearing. Okay, so we have here, when will Mitch McConnell be gone? So I got that he gets gone sometime between 2 years from now, and then he gets replaced by Amy McGrath or a Democrat. All right, so Spears Answer, tell me, will Mitch McConnell be gone? Can you give me a year or a time frame? When will Mitch McConnell be gone? Yeah, so his seat is going to be flipped to the Democrats. Yeah, so like I said, 2024. Yeah, 2024, potentially. Even so, he may even be gone by this year. So it really just depends what happening with him. I'm glad you guys liked the ear. And congratulations, Extreme. I know you said you got clear court. All right. When New Jersey get hit with national weather issues. Now, I said that in my video with like all videos with like Mother Nature message. Definitely watch that video. It's kind of like more broad, but it does play a lot into what you're asking. So definitely check that video out. Okay, let me see. Let's find any other question, and then we're gonna jump right into their angel readings. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. You know what? We'll do that one. That's a good question. That is a good question. Wendy Williams, she says she will run for president. Okay, okay, so I don't want to be reading on this just yet. Hold on, let me just ask Siri. Siri, is Meghan Markle an American citizen? No. Is Meghan Markle American citizen? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna look this up, right? Because she had to become a British citizenship, which may take away the fact that she cannot run for president. Is Meghan Markle an American citizen? But then again, Ted Cruz tried to run, so I mean. The short answer is both, since Meghan, who was born and raised in Los Angeles, is an American citizen and Harry is a British citizen. Their son and daughter can obtain dual citizenship for both the US and UK regardless of where the baby's born. Okay, so basically means, yes, she can run for president. Okay. All right. Only thing is, I wasn't sure because it was like tested waters in the Constitution because she reinstated it. Then, okay. Yeah. All right. So, will Meghan Markle run for president? You know, that's a kind of quite interesting thing, you know, because I mean, it wouldn't be surprised that we have a British monarchy for president. I don't know how that's going to go in the United States. All right. So, will Meghan Markle run for president of the United States? I mean, what will she be running on? I mean, that would be some really serious beef with the royal family, and I do not want the royal family anywhere near the presidency. All right, so will Meghan Markle run for president of the United States? I mean, imagine having royals, you know? But then again, all our presidents are related back to the kings and queens anyway. All right, so will Meghan Markle run for president of the United States? All right, Spears and Angel, tell me. Interesting. Okay. Final outcome for Meghan Markle. Okay, that's too many. Final outcome for Meghan Markle. Okay. Interesting. All right, this is going to cause a lot of problems if she was to run for president. We have here the Hermit, right? We have here, this is the path. This is the path that she chose. This is the path of her trying to get rid of her darkness. trying to find the light in her darkness. We have here, this is her way of trying to escape the royal family. So she's like, oh, well, I'm a political figure. You can't do anything with me. That was really the motive here. But the motive is trying to prevent the royal family from trying to bring her back because she's an American politician, so to speak. We do have here, as well as we have, higher consciousness, higher change in knowledge, higher understanding. It really depends on where she is in her spiritual journey, right? She is going on spiritual awakening. We do have here, she does judge the country. She does judge England. Look at the English flag, right? It's England flag. We have here the Wheel of Fortune reverse. She is not destined for president. She is not supposed to be president, and if she is certainly not supposed to be there. However, we have here the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen Elizabeth, right? Queen Elizabeth. She has beef with the Queen. Okay. We have, as well as we have the Magician. If she was to run, so she's gonna have to try to manifest this into her reality. If she really wants to do this, she's gonna manifest it. And the question is, will she be successful? The question is either yes or no. Will she be successful? This is a yes or no kind of card. It's kind of like a maybe for me right now. So what I'm seeing here is that she could be the breaking the barriers, right? Having a royal back in the White House or something like that is just really weird. And, that's going to break so many norms. It's going to be very detrimental to the United States as a whole. We do have here, again, this is in the future, right? So, upset, she may cause an upset. They may not expect her to win, and then she may pull up an upset or something like that as well. She may be one third party. We do have here, she's not walking away from this opportunity. She's going to give it her all. And we do have here, again, the American people are not going to be happy about this. Again, it kind of feels like as if the American people are like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And she may run either for the Republican Party or it does feel like she's going to run for the Democrats. Like, it feels really weird. Like, she may create some brand new party with kind of like mixed ideologies, or at least a moderate version of the Republican Party as well. So, again, we do have here, it's an election night. Again, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea for her to do this. But the question is, hopefully Soysa will, and she can fuck us all up. So that's her problem, right? All right. I'm going to take one more question, and I'm going to do your angelic reading, okay, guys? I'm going to try to keep this really short. Guys, I honestly really hope the Democrats do gain in the Senate and House of Representatives. But then again, remember, you also have to keep in mind voter suppression. Like I said, the Democrats will most likely win the Senate and the House if they have this Voter Rights Act passed. If they don't get this passed in 2 years, it's over. The Republicans win, flat out. Because, it's gerrymandered, right? The Democrats lost seats in the House of Representatives, but yet narrowly gained Senate seats in the Georgia Senate race. If the runoff was not there, we would have lost the Senate and almost lost the House as well. So this is really important that they pass this in. That's why I did the videos. Like I said, when I do videos and I upload it, it's like, it may not be an important topic at that time, but normally 2 months later or 1 month later, it's actually an important topic, and the video is already done. So definitely check out all my videos. It's really important that you do so, especially if you want to stay on top of the game. All right, let's end with her, because, this is the first Native American to be, I don't know, I think it's interior, but I could be wrong, but she's in charge of the land of what other people used to be in charge of her own land. So that's good. That's good. That's good news for these people, right? Okay. Well, I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm going to say Land be able to reinstate the treaty rights for the tribes that have been ignored. Will she be able to reinstate the treaty rights of Native American reservations? Now remember, I think it was removed by Abraham Lincoln, because that's what he was doing. There's the Civil War. We have temperance here. We have the Star, no one's representing the Native Americans. We have here they sold the land. And we do have here she is with President Biden. And yes, she will restore it. Yep, she will restore the treaty for Native Americans. Oh, I know. The last thing is, we already had 2 actors. I think that both of them were both destructive. The problem with actors as president, you don't know if they're being genuine or true, right? That's the problem with acting as president. All right, so we're gonna end the thing here with the vote, the political question. If you guys do like this type of video, I will do it once a month. I mean, once a week, and you guys can just ask whatever questions you guys want, of course. If you want to say, definitely please say. I'm gonna do angelic reading, and of course, we're gonna pick some Easter eggs with messages in there for you. Okay, if the message comes out more than once, the same one that you may have watched other videos, it may just be a hint that maybe you need to pay a little closer attention to the messages that is being given. All right. I just hope nothing popped out. Okay, spirits and angels, tell me, give me a message for the viewers. Something that they need to know. Give me 2 cards. Okay, that one. And what else? Guys, I don't know what's in these cards. I don't remember. Okay. All right. So what we do have here as well, we have 2 little Easter eggs, right? I want you to close your eyes for a minute. I want you to close your eyes and just really tone into these 2 color eggs. Because there is a message here. And just pause the video if you're watching this on replay. If you're not, just hold on and just kind of listen to your intuition and pick an egg that you feel really draws to you. One of them has a crystal, one of them don't. So try to also get the crystal if you want to play a little intuition game as well. So just kind of close your eyes for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for those of you who picked the purple Easter egg, this is what you have. Your purple Easter egg says, learn something new. So for those of you who need to learn something new, you might want to consider doing something like that as well. It might be a little bit important for you as well. So that is for the purple. And then for those of you who chose the yellow Easter egg, this is the message for you. Okay, so your message is, you are loved. For those of you guys who need to realize that you are loved and appreciated, just know that you are loved. Kind of hard to see. I tried to draw a heart, but I was just doing this while I was on the phone with the doctor. So there's that. And for the Easter egg, if you want to kind of guess what kind of crystal is in here, to kind of close your eyes for a second, or say what you think it might be in the comment section or the live chat as well. Just give me a moment to kind of tone into those specific crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your crystal is opal with a heart. It's actually ironic that this is not planned, that it's a heart with love on it. And the fact that that was the next thing we talked about love is a little bit actually ironic. And then we're going to top this off with this particular deck, so you guys have a little bit of an idea of what you expect. All right. Spirits and angels, tell me, what messages do you have for my viewer? What messages do you want my viewers to know right now? Okay. What messages do you have for my viewers? Spirits and angels, tell me. Okay. Oh my God, guys. Okay. So you're having thoughts right now. A lot of you guys, oh, there's 2 cards here. What card it does? Stability, harmony, flow. Yeah. So a lot of you guys are very upset with the pandemic, right? Guys, if you keep thinking purple, this is probably the card that you probably were thinking about, but you didn't realize. So if you think purple, this is probably for you. We do have here as well, we have flow, harmony, stability, all in reverse. A lot of you guys feel like the way of life, the thing that you used to be doing in your past, before pre-pandemic, will change and alter because of it. And because of that is because you're feeling isolated. You feel like you have your depressive thoughts. A lot of you guys are in a very depressive state right now. And that is okay, because what you're undergoing right now is those dark thoughts or your shadow side. You need to allow yourself, you need to say it's okay to have some flaws. It's okay to accept who you are for the way it is. You know, the moon, the dark night of the soul. While you guys are in the dark part of the spiritual awakening, this is your spiritual journey. Definitely research what is the dark night of the soul. But that's very interesting, and that's something you might want to do. Try to do like shadow work and stuff like that. Now, stay in the light when you do this. Do not go to the dark. I remember in the future, this is in the future. For some of you guys as well, you're starting to remember who you are or who your past life was, and you're starting to undergo the spiritual awakening change. You're starting to see the light. The question is, will you go to the dark or will you go to the light? And that's the question that you guys have to decide for yourself. And so before I do forget, a lot of you guys have asked about my meditation. And a lot of you have asked about what you sleeping during meditation. It's actually okay if you sleep during meditation. It's actually relaxing because those subliminal messages when you are asleep actually are a lot more better than they are if you're awake, because those subliminal messaging go into your brain and your subconscious and it starts to change your body for the better. So yes, it's okay if you sleep. If you really want to stay awake, then try to do it when you are awake, of course. That is always good as well. So I do hope that answered all your questions. If you guys have left a comment in any of my past videos, email, or donated, definitely know I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. I love you guys and have a very beautiful night. I love you guys and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.